Hi everyone, it's Gary Nicholson here. This is your Planning Outlook video updated on Friday the 24th of August. Now, a week may be a long time in other walks of life, but a few days is a long time in the weather world, and this weekend has certainly given us the runaround. It's why we often express low confidence in the forecast, and whenever you see that, always keep right up to date with the details. It's still a changeable mess, really, into the early part of next week, not truly settling down at the moment, but as we just go towards the start of September, indications are favouring higher pressure being more common. Now, temperatures will be often on the cool side for the rest of August. This chart is the 850 millibar level. That's around 4,500 to 5,000 feet, so it's just above the highest Scottish tops, and the freezing level is only just above the highest tops at times these next few days, only a degree or so above freezing on, say, Ben Nevis and the highest Cairngorm range. Just running through over a few days into Sunday, a brief wedge of less cold air moves in within a frontal system that comes in, but that gets replaced by cooler conditions again into Monday, maybe not quite as cool as Saturday. Then southwesterlies briefly bring a lift of temperatures around Tuesday, and then as we go back towards a westerly flow, maybe even northwesterly through midweek, temperatures fall again and only just above freezing on those very highest tops. And if we just roll on towards the end of the week and towards the start of September, only then do temperatures fully start to lift again. Looking through the synoptic charts then, here's Saturday. We've got a northwesterly breeze in place, areas of showers, but also good amounts of sunshine too, and a ridge of high pressure just building in from the west, just to stabilise things and cut off some of the showers as the day goes on. Things change rapidly by Saturday night into Sunday, though, as fronts off the Atlantic drive in quickly and rain setting in for a good many hours, winds strengthening as well. There may be some late improvement as those fronts move through from the west, but the idea of a fairly unsettled day now looks most likely. By Monday, those fronts are moving away eastwards, so for those of you on bank holiday, it's a reasonable day, a little bit mixed still. Expect some rain or showers maybe just to be around here and there, but shouldn't come to a great deal for the day as a whole. Breezy and cool across Scottish mountains, somewhat lighter winds further south for England and Wales. Further fronts are moving in from the Atlantic later, though, into the far northwest. And that's going to be a cold front that lies somewhere across west-northwest Scotland into Tuesday. Some uncertainty how quickly that gets in. A complication further south as well, as a shallow area of low pressure tries to come up from Biscay, may just interfere with Wales. Somewhere in between for northern England, at central eastern Scotland, it should be a reasonable day. Perhaps just watch out for southwesterly winds strengthening though. And by the middle of the week, it looks as though low pressure has moved away eastwards. A cold front has swept through, so there's that lowering of temperatures, and back to a story of sunshine and showers coming in from the west or the northwest. Just to look at the big picture then as we go towards the end of the week, this was the sequence through Tuesday. That's the complicated area of low pressure coming out of Biscay, running eastwards across southeastern Britain. Much of that may not interfere too much with the mountain areas, but it just allows that the trough of lower pressure and showers to come in from the west. But then higher pressure is building in from the Atlantic by the later part of the week. That looks like settling things down. Initially a cool air mass that is in place, and that risk of temperatures again being back close to freezing for a time on high tops, and a touch of ground frost in some of the valleys and the glens late in the week. Towards the start of September into next weekend, it looks as though fairly high pressure is nearby. We just need to watch out for the low that's over the North Atlantic, pushing some fronts back towards western Scotland. We may still be bothered with a southwesterly flow here, bringing some low cloud and some rain, whilst further south and east across central southern Scotland, England and Wales, we may be in for largely fair conditions. There's some complications in the computer modelling as we go through the first week of September. The basic theme seems to be that high pressure is going to influence central and southern Britain, whilst the southwesterly flow still is just a nuisance across Scotland and may well keep things that bit more unsettled across the Highlands, particularly the north and west, with rain-bearing fronts always hitting those far western mountains first of all. And I think that may be the order of things for at least a few days in that first week of September. And in many ways, that theme could be similar as we run towards mid-month as well. That's the 7 days average towards the 13th. High pressure across central southern Britain, northern Europe into the Baltic, low pressure over the North Atlantic towards Iceland, and just with that risk of a general southwesterly flow still bothering Scotland, although the broad-scale air mass, at least by this time, looks warmer, coming in as that south-southwesterly. So stay up to date with your latest details for your area every day on the Mountain Weather website, and we'll have this next planning video online for you on Tuesday. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.